Coach, looking at this last game against Penn State, first of all, it was the first sweep for Indiana basketball in a couple of years. Team played very well, especially closing it out in the second half. Come winning time, the team played its best.
We really did. We had an excellent second half. I thought the first half was we made some mistakes, but again, they were hard to play against. But fortunately, we were hard to play against too. And in the second half, our defense went up, our awareness, our ability to make it harder for Tim Frazier to control the game the way he had in the first half. We challenged shots better. We got the blockouts. We got our running game going a little bit, and then we really tried to space the floor, either off bringing both of our forwards out away from the basket, and then diving Cody and bringing Christian up, or just trying to pound it in and play out of a 4-out, 1-in type of situation. So I loved the way our guys attacked defensively, and I think it carried right over to the offensive end in the second half.
And there was a lot of balance on the offensive end too.
There was. Jordan Hulls, I didn't realize it until I'd watched the tape. They didn't score in the first half. I didn't even really look at the stat sheet yesterday at halftime. I looked at the turnovers, and then we just needed to make sure that we made a couple of adjustments defensively, things that we had talked about, but things that now we had to get done and just make it that much harder for Tim to score. But we did have good balance. Cody had an outstanding game. Christian Watford made shots. Matt Roth continued to do what he does. I thought Derek Elston gave us very solid minutes. Victor's defense was excellent. Will Sheehy had a tough first half and a much better second half. So we got a lot of good basketball yesterday.
And Verdell, I thought, in many ways, played a solid basketball game.
Verdell just keeps getting better. He had a really good game on Wednesday night. And again, it was the same thing. His defensive intent is really high. He's moving the ball well. He missed a couple of shots that go for him. And I think he's being a very solid floor leader. I thought Jordan and Verdell did a really good job of making sure that we were measuring the game, especially as it got down the pike a little bit. We wanted to make sure we were not rushing, that we were not just running into something, that we were really making sure that everybody was in the right spot, taking our time and playing the game to put it away, not playing the game to continue just to play and trade baskets.
You look at the Ken Palm ratings, you look at RPI rankings.
You're looking at them. Yeah. I'm not looking at those. I'm looking at Wisconsin tape.
The traditional polls, and then you look at teams like Penn State who are playing much, much better. How tough is the Big Ten right now?
Well, I do know this about the RPI that J.D. Campbell told me. All 12 teams are in that top 125. I mean, that's pretty impressive. I think the league is really, really strong. It'd be hard to believe that there'd be a league that has everybody at that level. So it's a strong, balanced, well-coached, disciplined, older league with most teams having enough good young players that provide that dose of energy or scoring or whatever that attribute that they've got to have. And you know what this league is? This league improves. You know, teams really improve in this league because they get old together, and I think that's what makes the Big Ten so balanced.
All right, we're going to now check out our segment called This is Indiana, part 2 of the tour of Cook Hall with Kit Klingelhofer and Bob Hamill.